Hey everybody, Custom Mike's here. I did a teaser video from Marcel's Custom Metal on Facebook if you want to see that, but we had a little bit of connection issues, so I figured, you know what, we are going to do a full-blown cinematic video here as we walk through Luke Delay's, which is over there with Pat and Scotto, and a scratch-built automobile there. We'll get to that. Anyway, and I wanted to give you a full feel of what this amazing place just looked like. There is Marcel Delay, R.I.P. my friend. Learned a lot from him over the years. And there's his lovely wife, Luke's lovely wife, and some of the equipment. You can see several of the cars that they built over the years. Luke and his dad and his brother. So I will walk through this place and talk myself to death, so to say, to show you the stuff that's here and what I know, but we'll start with a little bit of overview so you kind of get an idea. The stuff that's sitting right there is, Marcel didn't have the tools, and they could, at the time, they couldn't afford it, so they built it. They actually built that themselves. And a lot of the tools in here are that way, which is kind of amazing. So, and we'll talk a little bit how they build it, but let's start. Actually, we'll start with that. Actually, here's a question for you. This is a one-of-one car that has a framework built around it by a boat builder in San Diego, and we don't know actually what it's called. And there's no badging on it or anything, but it's a very unique car. So I'm sure some of you will know what it is, but what an amazing piece. The cowl is actually a one-piece casting, and the motor is just incredible. Looks like a cast piece, and it's part of the frame and everything. And it also has a supercharger that's driven by the crankshaft. And this is an oil tank. Whoops, my finger's getting it. Focus out of the way. There's an oil tank up there. Look at the rivet work, for example. Wow. Just amazing quality of stuff. Then you have the oil delivery down into the galley, spark plugs. You have the engine turned on cylinder head or valve cover. Just an amazing piece. Like I said, we don't know exactly what it is, but the projection technology was even around back then, Just the old knee shocks. Steering is interesting. But this is one of those things that he will then make the sheet metal and wrap this thing up and then make a beautiful car out of it. Another way they do some of these, and you can see that some of the cars built for Metallica by Rick Dorr and Luke Delay. And then up there you also see a complete metal frame that they use for creating some of these cars. And some of these cars are also built using full-size drawing. Like this right here in the back of everything is a full-size drawing of one of the Metallica cars that were built for Rick Dorr. And there's some progress pictures of many of the cars that are in here. Just amazing stuff to see. But they measure right off of these drawings. Sometimes they work as a full-size drawing, sometimes they work off of just a picture, but many times, like the car that's here right now, is a smaller picture that they use the measurements and stuff from to come up with proportions and everything that they need to do to make it work. Some more progress pictures of some of the Rick Dorr cars. Look at the skins over there. How cool is that? You can see the metal framework and how they build that stuff. Some of it's in wood. There's an amazing history of cars that are built at this facility. And every time I come here, I see something new. And that's amazing, just absolutely amazing. I wish the picture was here. Some of the fenders on some of these cars that they built were like freaking 15 feet long with the running boards in it. Can you imagine doing that with a wheeling machine like that, shaping and stuff? And just, you know, and if you're a tool guy, it is amazing just to watch the tools that he has in here. And the craftsmanship that comes out of all these tools. He's fortunate enough to be able to work with similar tools at metal crafters. But you can see too, many of the things they made are handmade, and some of them are kind of rough, and they were made for a specific purpose, to handle a specific radius or shape or form, and they're just, I mean, even such a simple thing as a giant block of steel, you know, or a English wheel with a rubber on it. Oops, we're losing this. The cinematic effect is not as fun when it's not people around. So we'll have to live with it this time until a better alternative comes out. I'll do a regular video on the next one. Or a metal table like this one, just a giant. There's a bunch of cool stuff you can do with that. Here's another example of a hand-built bead roller. And all the dies that they made, giant shear, another holding fixture to hold difficult parts, the Beverly shear, just an amazing. Then you have another nice little, like a bead roller, but there's an old pexto. Come on, there we go. Yeah, it takes a little get used to that cinematic effect, but we'll work around it. There's a gas tank that he made. Come on, baby, you can focus. There we go. Look at all that welding. It's a very, very difficult piece in various shapes and stuff. Some more of the great little tools made. Good ideas. Some of these wooden blocks that are here too. I remember seeing Marcel in the other building they had in Corona, where he's building an Auburn Speedster, and he used this and a big wooden mallet and just beating stuff into submission. and just the fact that it's here, and you can see the bowl shapes that have been put in it over the years, and just fucking touching it, getting goosebumps. You know, Marcel probably beat 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 cars out of that stump. It's kind of cool history, so to say, you know. And I know I'm going to try to come down and get some more pictures of this, but there'll be a bunch of people here, and we just wanted to come early and see what's going on. What did you say, Scott?
Oh, there's Ron Covell over there.
Oh, wow. Ron Covell slipped in the house. Yeah, that was fantastic. There's one in progress where he's making all these panels and all the fit and restoring. I won't show what this is, but lots and lots of work to get it all back to where it's supposed to be. And I'm sorry the live didn't work earlier, so you're going to get a video. We are in a steel building, and sometimes it's really hard to get. Oh, it is a Duesenberg. Huh? There you go. That's why it's worth spending the money to get this stuff fixed up right, you know. A little Duesenberg. I wonder how much money they're going to spend on this one, you know. See his work. Here's here's an example where they have the wood frame, and then, excuse me, he's dressed it all up with fabulous metal work that is then going to be attached to the wood framing, and that's how they were built back then. So, and then again, you know, you have the drawing right there, which they started from, and then you got a almost finished right here. And it's amazing when you watch all the metal work and all the little fitting and the shapes. I mean, you can barely see it. Let me see if I can get it in the. Yeah, right there. If you see a light color streak going across right there, that is a weld of the fender to the back panel. And that's the only one I see. I'm sure there's more, but I haven't had a chance to look at this one over yet. But all this stuff is shaped by Luc Delay and fitted in this car. And it's just, to me, it's just an amazing journey to watch him do all the stuff. I've been fortunate enough to come here and visit during work days sometimes. And just watching him work. Oh, there's another seam right there. If you look, see, yeah, you can see a light color right through here. That is one of the weld seams. It's so hard to see unless the light is just right. But you see a lighter color. You can see another one right there. That's easier to see. There's the weld seam. And just a testament to the fantastic work and the fantastic quality that is put into these handmade vehicle. And we got Ron Cavell hanging out, visiting. They're going to get a bunch of different people coming in and visiting today. We were only going to be here this morning. So I'm hoping to be able to get this uploaded, but there's the Marcel mark of quality and a testament to Marcel Delay and the family's dedication to quality sheet metal work or shaping. And like I said, Luke's there talking to one of the guests. And it's really nice. They got the setup, coffee, and all the goodies. And we get to go in here and enjoy some of the stuff that's going on. There's so many cars that he's done or restored or fixed or made for all the great builders around. He's kind of a hidden gem of the sheet metal artists that are responsible for a lot of the stuff that's on the road today. And you can see the Aquarius, the Black Pearl, you know, all the cars that they've done from Metallica. And again, the tooling they made when they started out is here. And but if you get a chance to come, it's in Norco today. There's a lot of build books that you could go through, and I'm going to go over in that corner. There's some cool stuff in there too. Some cool wood art. Yeah. So yeah, I know that's another prototype that they built when I was at Metal Crafters, and they did the body on that too. They did the body on, or the large body parts on a lot of the cars I worked on while I was at Metal Crafters, and it was quite a journey. How you doing? Not too bad. I'm in heaven. So let's go see over here because we got some really cool. If you can move a little bit, if you don't mind, thank you. Some of the cool stuff they have is this the hat and the visor, like a baseball cap, but with style. Yeah, this cinematic effect. I have to learn it, get it under control, but what a treat, huh? You got a lot of hours in shaping and welding on that one. And then I haven't seen this one before, but a nice little visor. It's kind of a cool setup. And like I said before, a lot of books that you can come here and see how they built this stuff. And a lot of, I mean, this English wheel is amazing too. So everybody needs a pole max, right? So anyhow, that gives you a little bit of an overview of Marcel Custom Metal right here in Norco, and get you a feel for what it is like to come here and visit true craftsmen. on their open house before the Grand National Roasted Show. They have this every year, so Luke DeLay is on Facebook if you want to get a hold of him there and get some of the information on the show and the open house. Anyhow, thank you so much for hanging with us here at Custom Mikes and enjoying the journey we get every year around the Grand National Roasted Show. Hope to see you at the show. It opens at noon on Friday and goes on the whole weekend. And please come there and support it. And we're working through the LA County Health Department rules around mega events. And if you want a show, we're going to have to work through it. So please, no bitching in the comments about it. We're happy to do it. We're happy to covering it. If you choose to stay home, keep the comments there too if they're only negative. Thank you. Anyway, appreciate you guys hanging at Custom Mikes a lot. There's going to be coverage and videos in all places, on our Instagram, on the YouTube, on the Facebook. We're going to spread it out a little bit this year, so you have to go hunt for it. Then later on, when time permits, we'll try to put it all in on YouTube or make something out of it. We'll see how it goes as time permits. Love you all. Thank you for your support. Please like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend. That helps us a lot. See ya.